put the words up. Am I on? Yeah, okay. Still got a few more minutes. Good morning. You got me instead of Ireland today. She had a baby mishap, and the baby stabbed her in the eye, and so she's not able to read the music this morning. So anyway, let's all stand, and we will sing. The words are right up there, if you're able. Now we got to repeat that first line twice, then go down, and then we're going to go back and do it again, okay? I'm at the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm at the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I'm getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm at the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I'm getting the message loud and clear. My soul is message here. I'm getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Good job.
I'm up. Welcome. Yes, we're here. Right here. So good morning to every one of you. So nice to see you. Healthy, I hope. I'm just getting back to healthy. So we welcome you and we greet you in the warm and loving spirit of unity, in recognition of our unity with all people and communities of faith throughout the world. In unity, we bless and embrace people of every race, culture, lifestyle, and creed. We honor and celebrate many paths of God, many names of God, and the many ways in which we experience God. And we affirm, please say this with me, there is only one presence, one power active in your life and mine, God the good, omnipotent. Take that in. So, welcome. In class this week, Linda talked about last week, and she said anything that could go wrong did go wrong. And then she said, hey, Cleo, you want to do it this week? I thought, sure, I can screw up along with the best of them. Yes, I feel really comfortable just knowing I can, giving myself permission. In fact, Deidre, we have beloved Deidre here this morning, and she's going to bless us with one of her wonderful talks. And just so lovely to see you. You just light up, doesn't she?
And all of the lights, yeah.
And your talk today is going to be on forgiveness, so this works. If we mess up, we'll just ask you all to forgive us. And thank you, Stuart, for stepping up, and send our love and prayers for good. And we thank our greeting team and the cake servers, kitchen crew. Look at that. Yeah. Okay. And I see a couple new faces, and one of which I know who you are, Auntie Shar. Welcome. And then I haven't, I think, experienced you before. And do you mind letting us know your name? Caroline? Is this your first time, Caroline? And where have you come from? Wow. Well, welcome. And I hope you'll stay for cake. And you too, Shar. And then one other little piece, and then we'll invite Valerie to come up, is we heard about Linda, and her surgery was a spectacular success. She's doing well. And thank you, Julie, for checking in and letting us know that. Okay? All right, Valerie.
Good morning, afternoon, wherever you are, here or watching at a different time, and all these beautiful, radiant beings shining in all directions. Today's daily word is worthy. All people are worthy as children of God. It can be easy to look at others and see differences, the things that tend to keep us separate. I may even make judgments about their worthiness. But each person is so much more than their appearance, habits, and histories. Today, I commit to treating others as I would want them to treat me. As divine beings they are, as the divine beings they are. I will look beyond appearances, to put aside any judgments and open my heart to others. I will treat all others as individuations of the divine and beloved members of the human family. As I do this, I feel the differences and separations fall away. I behold our similarities and feel a new kind of kinship, one born of respect and acceptance. All people are one in God, and each is worthy of inclusion and belonging. It is that very spirit bearing witness with our spirit that we are children of God. Romans 8:16. We are worthy.
Thank you, Valerie. It's beautiful. Okay, it's time to take a look at what announcements we have. Of course, today, as you can see from the cake, is the birthday bash for you October birthday people. Anyone here have a birthday this month? Well, hey there, happy birthday. So Valerie, you have one? Oh, you don't, you, oh. Well, you do have a birthday. See, okay, screw up number one. Should we count? Gary, happy birthday. Yeah. Okay, well, birthday hugs coming. And then we have on October 18th, we have a very special meditation class led by Denise and Sam. And Denise, would you like to come up and talk about that? Whatever you're comfortable with.
So on the 18th, I'm sure there'll be people who will be out saying their perspective and what they want, what they don't want. And Sam and I wanted to offer a meditation that day, starting with meditation, but then as we move into what it is we want, what unity in the community would look like to us. And so it's really for people who want to vision what the world is that we want to live in. So we will meditate, and then you will give voice to what comes to you as a we thing, what we as a community, how we want to live in that. It's not from the I perspective, it's from the we perspective. So I hope you'll join us here at the church at 2:30. If you want a flyer, I've put one up there on the October 18th. And some of you will have gone to something else, and you're welcome to come after that. But it's really for people who want to vision the world we want to live in.
Thank you, Denise. Sounds wonderful. Okay, one other thing to announce, and that is the men's group with Sam's leadership, and that is on November 22nd, and that's going to be at the Mount Vernon Public Library, correct? All right. All right, you guys are ready for some meditation? Oh, there's a flyer for that?
No, but there's that class I'm going to be leading at the end of October. We have three days.
It isn't here. Oh, I thought that's what you were announcing. Okay, well, how about you come back up here? Just get up here. Screw up number 2.
Thanks, Cleo. So in the spring, we did an Each One Lead One class, and I think it was helpful for people. And it's based on the cards that I developed over 20 years. And there's a flyer up there on it. It's Each One Lead One, Embodying Your Purpose. It's on Tuesdays, October 28th, November 4th, and November 11th by Love Offering to USV. And it's at that same time that Linda does her classes, that she's recovering from her voice surgery. This will be 3 days that she doesn't have to talk. So I hope if you want to come, you can get a flyer up there, but I'd also like you to talk to me about your interest in it. My preference would be 6 people. And it's so that we can pair up and we can also share, because the sharing, the voicing what we have to say is an important part of that too. Thanks, Cleo.
And thank you again. Okay, now it's time for meditation. Stuart.
It's up there, good. Weave us together. weave us together in unity and love. Weave us together, weave us together, together in love. We are many textures, we are many colors, each one is different from the other, but we are entwined with one another in one great tapestry. Weave us together, weave us together in unity and love. Weave us together, weave us together, together in love. We are different instruments playing our own melody, each one tuning to a different key. But we are all playing in harmony, in one great symphony. Weave us together, weave us together in unity and love. Weave us together, weave us together, together in love. A moment ago, still we did not know our unity, only diversity. But the Christ in me greets the Christ in thee, in one great family. Weave us together, weave us together in unity and love. Weave us together, weave us together in unity and love.
And deepen our connection to the divine that is everywhere present, in us, as us, through us. So as you sit comfortably, letting the chair hold you, breathing easily and naturally, as the breath flows in and flows out, I invite you to drop your awareness into your heart space, your heart center. And breathe from that, breathing in through your heart and exhaling from your heart. Breathing in from your heart and exhaling. And one more. Breathing in and exhaling. And when we breathe together, it is the power of community. It is the power of the universe, of Mother Earth, Mother, Father, everything aligning with the life force energy that sustains us and all life on this planet. Let us take a moment now as we appreciate those who are with us now in our lives and those who maybe have been with us and are no longer, being grateful for the life we shared with them. All of its ups and downs, and round, the circle of life continues and expands. This circle of life allows us to be held when we forget the presence of divine love. And it's in this circle today that we send healing energy and light to our beloved Linda, giving thanks that it's all well. All manner of things shall be well. Perfect healing is assured. So let us rest for a moment in the silence with the knowing love is, always has been, always will be, and is here and present right now in each one of our lives. Love is. May each of us feel heard, seen, and loved. And so it is. Thank you, God. Amen.
When Jordan and Ireland asked me to do this today, this is the first song that popped into my mind, so I'm going with it. At times I just don't know how you could be anything but beautiful. I think that I was made for you, and you were made for me. And I know that we will never change, 'cause we've been friends, rain or shine, for such a long, long time. Laughing eyes and smiling face, it seems so lucky just to be the one that's telling you with all my might, you're beautiful tonight. And I know that you will never stray, 'cause you've been that way day to day for such a long, long time. And when you hold me tight, how could life be anything but beautiful? I think that I was made for you, and you were made for me. And I know that I will never change, 'cause we've been friends, rain or shine, for for such a long, long time. And I must say, it means so much to me to be the one that's telling you, and I'm telling you that you're beautiful.
Wow. Thank you, Stuart. Wasn't that beautiful? Really lovely. And it's really lovely. I'm happy to be here with you today. And, lights. Lights? Oh, there they are. Wonderful. I also want to thank Jordan and all the people, the ushers, greeters, and everyone with hospitality, Cleo, and just each of you for being here today. And we are so grateful for Linda, aren't we, beloved Linda? You know, do you believe in being in the right place at the right time always? We know it's true. But don't you love it when there's confirmation? Well, I had confirmation today. I came up and I'm looking at the altar and it's like, oh, it's so beautiful. And here's this little book, Life Prayers. So I open it. And it's Life Prayers. And I open it and it's page 248. And what took me by, whoa, is a poem from James Bertolino. Do you know who that is? When we lived in Skagit Valley the first time in the early 80s, we moved up here from Seattle in 1984, and we were the caretakers for Kickett Island. It was privately owned then. But James Bertolino was a poet, and I took a storytelling class from him at Skagit Valley College. And this poem that I'm going to read to you is I have it framed because it's a love poem and it's in our bedroom. Wow, here it is. Yeah, way cool. May your love be firm, and may your dream of life together be a river between two shores, by day bathed in sunlight, and by night illumined from within. May the heron carry news of you to the heavens, and the salmon bring the sea's blue grace. May your twin thoughts spiral upward like leafy vines, like fiddle strings in the wind, and be as noble as the Douglas fir. May you never find yourselves back to back without love pulling you around into each other's arms. Is that lovely? Yes, and I remember several times I've given that poem as a wedding gift to friends. Yeah, way cool. So there's a synchronicity. What I'm going to share with you today, it's about forgiveness. And I first heard it in 1998 when I was home visiting my parents. I was in seminary. Back then, it was a residential program at Unity Village. But I wanted to be with my parents during the holidays, so I flew to Spokane, Washington, and went to church with them on Christmas Eve. And this is the message that the minister then at the Westminster Congregational Church in Spokane shared. And I was so moved. So you can sit back and just listen and see how it touches you. It's a reading from the Medical Economics Journal of April 14th, 1997, and the article is from Thomas W. Lundquist, MD, family physician at Rice Lake, Wisconsin. probably not there anymore. But this story is endearing and it can live in our hearts forever. The title of the article is Why I Listened to This Patient for an Hour. And the tagline is, the old man had a minor injury and a heart-rendering story that had its origins in World War II. Oops, he was just a frail-looking old fellow. How could I guess he'd tell me the most extraordinary story I've ever heard? Bill appeared to be in his 70s. His chart was thin, indicating he'd probably never been to our urgent care clinic before. Certainly, I'd never seen him. He'd had to wait a while I saw crying children with earaches, a woman with a headache, a man with abdominal pain. There was still quite a crowd in the waiting room, too, so I was relieved that Bill's complaint, a sore leg, sounded simple. It was. Bill had fallen in his garage and his ankle hurt, but he wasn't in much pain, and the leg, while bruised and swollen, wasn't seriously injured. Discussing how to care for it took only a few minutes. Indeed, as I started to leave, I felt I'd been a little abrupt, so I asked how he'd fallen. The question was only a continuous afterthought. To my surprise, though, it brought tears to his eyes. I just slipped, he said softly, explaining that his leg had been caught in a way that held him down for a while. Then he paused. I called for help, but there was no one to answer. I could see that my concern had unleashed a floodgate of emotion. The incident had made Bill feel how alone and vulnerable he was. Through the wall came the sounds of a busy waiting room, doors opening and closing, phones ringing, children crying. But this man, I realized, was facing a life crisis. Maybe talking and listening could be the best treatment I could offer. I asked about his situation. His wife had recently died of cancer, he said. His children lived far away, and he was lonely. He spoke, I listened. As I reached out to roll down his pants leg, though, I noticed faint scars on his knee. What are those from? I asked reflexively. This time he looked at me with an expression that seemed almost guarded. Then he spoke again. I'm going to tell you a very unusual story, doctor. I nodded, picturing my nurse struggling to explain my delay to other patients. He began quietly. He'd gotten those scars many years ago, he said, in World War II. I was coming off a landing craft on a South Pacific island, mounting a beach assault against the Japanese. They were really dug in. A lot of us got hurt, and a lot died. He was hit in the knee. Luckily, it was just a minor wound. But as I ran across the beach, the man continued, I became face to face with a young Japanese soldier. I pointed my rifle at him. He pointed his at me. I did what they'd trained me to do. I killed him. After the battle, Bill said he felt remorse over the encounter that had seemed somehow agonizingly personal. So he returned to where the young Japanese lay and took out the soldier's wallet. Inside was a picture, evidently of the man's wife and a small son. It was so much like the picture of my own family. Bill said, looking down, I just couldn't leave it there. He took it, and the soldier's identification also. After I came home to my wife and child, Bill went on, I began to wonder about that little Japanese boy who had no father. I felt responsible for him. Bill paused. Again, I thought of the patients outside and wondered briefly if I could interrupt him and schedule a follow-up visit, but then I realized this conversation couldn't be rescheduled. Go on, I said. After the war, Bill said, I wrote to that soldier's widow at the address in his papers. In his letter, Bill had made an astonishing offer. I told her that I'd see to the education of her son. She got someone to translate his letter for her and to help her write an answer in English, and they corresponded a few times. Then, years later, I got a letter saying her son wanted to come to college in California, so I paid for that schooling. I was stunned. This is the doctor. He's saying, speaking from his voice, I was stunned. And you never told your wife or children about this, I asked. He shook his head. No, I was the first person to learn of the story. By now, I was a bit in awe of Bill, who shortly before had seemed just an ordinary man with a sore leg. I was curious too, and again, I asked him to continue. After he paid the last tuition bills, Bill never heard further from the Japanese woman. Meanwhile, he went on with his life, raised his children, and retired, and then his wife died. When I went to the funeral chapel, I saw the room was full of flowers. I figured there was some mistake. They had to be for someone else. But when Bill met with the funeral director, he was told that everything has already been taken care of, including the flowers. The funeral director wouldn't say who had paid the bill. At that moment, Bill was too grief-stricken to talk or ask anything more, he said. On this, the saddest day of his life, he just went on with the funeral and then to the cemetery. Among the few people there was a middle-aged Japanese man. You know where this is going, don't you? Bill hastily dared to guess at his identity, but approached him anyway. It was him, Bill said. Unbelievably, there stood the son of the Japanese soldier killed so long ago on that beach in the South Pacific. After college, he'd stayed in California. He'd managed to keep informed about his benefactor in Wisconsin. When he found out that Bill's wife had died, he flew there and paid the funeral expenses. I was so stunned, I could hardly say anything, Bill recalled, but we hugged each other. Then Bill watched as the man drove away in his rental car. The circle was completed. As Bill finished his story, his voice trembled and he wept quietly. I was too moved to speak. We sat for another few minutes. Then he thanked me for listening. Finally, Bill stood up, shook my hand, and left. I'd been in that room almost an hour. As I walked into the hallway, I saw a lot of impatient faces, but I didn't regret having fallen behind in my earlier rush to be efficient. I'd almost left Bill with more than his leg hurting. His entire being was in pain. Luckily, though, some instinct made me pay enough attention to that as that he opened up, so that he opened up. Then he was able to reveal his deepest secret, one he'd kept from his own family for half a century. But why he had chosen to unburden his soul to me? Why had he? I suppose because although we were strangers, he had a unique and potent bond. We had a unique and potent bond, the patient and doctor, physician, realizing that reminded me of something easy to forget, especially when we're in a harried rush. As a profession, medicine can be wonderful. Isn't that sweet? Yes, yes. So we really never know, friends, do we, when we're going to be that presence for someone, that no matter if we know them or not, if we're out walking or in a mall or shopping, to be fully present, to be fully awake. And I know most of you are, all of you are, because you wouldn't be in unity if you weren't. Yes. But it's also a good reminder that someone might be hurting and that we are that light for them. Even a smile, we might not even have to say anything, but kindness matters. And kindness is really big. It's really important. So it's also about love, isn't it? Because love is forgiving. God bless you, and namaste.
Forgiveness can go a long way. Okay. So, Gary, you are it today for our offering. Oh, and help's coming. I got to turn a page here. So that's mess up number 3. Yeah. So's the building. Okay. We are grateful for your ongoing gifts and loving offerings. You can offer your gift here in the sanctuary or make donations through unitysv.org or through Zephy. We bless every single gift we receive with love and in the realization that as you give to the ministry, it continues to thrive, and what you have given returns and multiplies. Pressed down and running over. So we say together, I give joyfully and easily, for God is my source, and abundance is my nature. And you know we're going to do it again, right? I give joyfully and easily, for God is my source, and abundance is my nature. Okay.
So I just finished this song, but I thought it was kind of appropriate to a few people here. So if I kind of jumble the words, it's because I haven't quite got it in my brain yet. But anyway. I'm just the gardener, dirty hands and dirty knees, listening to the secrets that the wind tells to the trees, working alongside the dragonflies and the bees, hoping that tomorrow has more moments like these. The rains will come, but the sun will shine. Seasons change, but I don't mind. There's always something new and something left behind, and it's beautiful, so beautiful. I'm just the gardener working overtime, trying to bring some magic to this world of mine. People say I'm just wasting my time, but the truth is I don't mind. The daisies and the marigolds, the truth be told, I just set them free. I plant them and I water them and I watch them grow, but the blooming's never up to me. The rains will come and the sun will shine. Seasons change, but I don't mind. There's always something new and something left behind, and it's beautiful, just beautiful. I'm just the gardener, dirty hands and dirty knees, working alongside the dragonflies and the bees, hoping that tomorrow brings more moments like these. 'Cause I'm just the gardener, I'm just the gardener, I'm just the gardener, dirty hands and dirty knees.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, I've been working. You guys are the first ones to hear it. Besides Lacey, who has to hear it all.
Well, what a privilege. You are so gifted.
Yes.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Well,
Yeah, I guess so.
no children, but how about if we bless the child within?
Right. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you just the way you are. Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay. And now our prayer for protection.
The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
That went pretty well, didn't it? Shall we circle up?
Circle the wagons. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Cleo.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as a leader. Only all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my song. today.